Ladies and gentlemen, this is Prizers TV. This is Prizers TV, and I am here once more. I'm here because there is one important information which I have for you, and this information is a good one, believe me. It is something that we never expected that could happen so soon, but all of a sudden, boom, it is happening right under our nose. And you would ask, what is that? Well, if you check on my screen here, you will see a small seaport, not a big one, and this is how it looks. This seaport is known as Onitsha Seaport in the southeast. Now, the bridge you have seen over there is the Onitsha first Niger bridge. That is what you're seeing. And what you're seeing here are two cranes. Now, I will tell you the story how everything happened because goods have started landing at that seaport, and it is a jubilation for everybody. Now, what happened is that if you check on my screen, you see two cranes. These cranes, they are cranes made to offload containers. It is used for offloading and also for loading. And what you're looking at is a new one. Maybe not new in form, but it's not an old one, right? This is we can see that this is a good one. It is in a good form. Now, Tinubu's government mounted this crane for over a month or for over 2 months now. And the people had already started speculating that the federal government want to start to be using the Onitsha Seaport. Now, but this had been into speculation because before then there had been other cranes, but not as new as this one. Now, so and all of a sudden, boom, the government or federal government began to send ships to the southeast. Now some of them are arriving, and it causes jubilation in the southeast. The two cranes I showed you earlier is these cranes. They are offloading, and other ships are arriving. Everybody is right now talking about this place. More cranes are also being mounted by the side for arrangement of the containers. If you check my right side, and this is a good news. This is a very, very good news, both for Nigeria and for people from the southeast, because majority of people who are doing business in Onitsha and Enugu and other places in the southeast have always complained that Lagos is too far away for them when they have water very, very close, that where the ship can bring goods and offload it very close to their doorstep, because Nigeria is too big and Lagos is getting too congested. But now they have it. And what we are talking about, majority of Nigerian newspapers also have carried this news. And if we go to read about what is happening in Onitsha, because this is like a revolution, not a political revolution, but infrastructural revolution. Because the type of development that is happening in Enugu State, in Anambra State, is mind-blowing, especially in the last 8 years. And we are going to show you how all of them have been happening. And in the last 2 years, what have happened in Anambra State are things that nobody expected. Like this seaport, nobody expected that this seaport will be reopened so soon. But believe me, below and behold, Tinubu has made it possible. Nobody expected it. He sent mounted two cranes. All of a sudden, now goods are arriving at Onitsha. Now, and majority of the important newspapers, national newspapers in Nigeria, have this news. And we can go and read a little bit about what they say on the news we are talking about right now. So let's go and read on it, because Punch has it in their front page, and that is what we are going to do right now. Now, what we are looking at is Punch newspaper. This Punch newspaper was published on 8th of August 2025, 2 days ago. And it says, Onitsha Port welcomes first batch of 2025 season. Now, if you check, this is the picture we showed you earlier. And we are going to read a little bit about what they say. So I am going to start from here. It says, the Onitsha port in Anambra State was abused with excitement early this month as the first batch of the 2025 season, MV Zupiter, MV RB Alaska, bettered at the port. Then it continues saying the general manager of the Universal Isum Limited, the concerner of the port, Mr. Chris Mbono, expressed his enthusiasm, describing the betting of the badge as a positive milestone and a reminder of the processing infrastructural gap. Well, it is too long to finish reading, because if I I decide to read this, it may take me like 10 minutes, okay? Now, so let's go back to what is happening over there. Now, this is a very, very good news, a very beautiful one. And if you ask any Igbo man, he would be rejoicing by now, just as people are rejoicing at Onitsha right now. And their rejoicement is not only because of this seaport and the containers which Tinubu's government have decided to be sending to Onitsha instead of to be using only Lagos, but their excitement is that in the last 2 years, or I would say in the last 80 years, but let me say in the last 6 years. In the last 6 years, Anambra State have experienced a lot of improvements when it comes to infrastructure. And these improvements are things that they never expected that would come so soon. And if you check, you see that there are improvements and also in security. In security, I mean, is that formerly there used to be a lot of problems in Anambra State. Of course, there are still some issues when it comes to security in Nigeria generally, but that one now is a general problem. It is happening everywhere. It's not only in Anambra State, right? Now, but presently, you find that infrastructural development that have happened in Anambra State have surprised, including me, in the last 6 years. And I can tell you that, and the majority of them are unexpected ones. For example, there is nobody who could believe when this prototype came pumped up online, designed by Jonathan, that this bridge will be built in Anambra State. But behold, Buhari did impossible, and he built the same bridge. This bridge you see is right now in Anambra State. This is Second Niger Bridge. Beautifully built. See the curves. This is what we call futuristic bridge. For some of you who don't know bridge, this bridge, there are not many in Nigeria. This is not a beam bridge. This is futuristic. See the curve here. You see this curve? This is a modern bridge built by Buhari in Anambra State. Look at it. Now, as they are rejoicing, but not only because of the curve, but see how the bridge looks inside. Look, this is when it was commissioned. The picture was taken when it was commissioned, and see how beautiful the bridge looks. And apart from the beauty of the bridge, you will see the design of the bridge. Like this is the towing, where it is supposed to be, have a toll gate and so on and so forth. And another thing is that they didn't stop on the bridge, but they continue the road. I think the road is about 42 kilometers or so on. The work is still going on Asaba side when it talks about this bridge. See how tall the road is. Everything is looking beautiful. Apart from that bridge, there is another bridge that is known as First Bridge, which is this one that we showed you earlier. All these are located at Onitsha, and it is mind-blowing. Now, as I said, bridge is just one of the infrastructural developments that is happening in Anambra State, because the state government is also doing its best, and Anambra State people should be proud of what the government is actually doing in that state. Believe me, I was the other day watching about infrastructural development in Anambra State, and this image you see here surprised me a lot. This is the new look of Anambra City. You know, some people who live in Lagos and Abuja, they don't know how developed the southeast is. The eastern part of Nigeria is developing very rapidly, especially in the last 3 to 2 years. I may go down to 6 years, because it didn't start now. It started from Obiano when he built this airport. And the reason of building the airport is because of the news we are here for. Because this airport is actually cargo airport. He built it. If you check, this is cargo terminal. Okay, you can also see some containers here. This is container. So this airport is actually connected to the news we are here for, which is Seaport. Now, after the airport was built, then the airport began to be used as cargo. But now it's plane that bring load to the airport, and from here they distribute it. But today, the story is a different thing. The story is that you can buy whatever you want from China and get it delivered at Onitsha Port. Now, loads are coming there day by day, every day. You have nothing to complain anymore. It's beautiful. Now, let me go to complete about what I was saying about the cargo airport, because this cargo also helped. Now, meaning that 6 years ago, there was no other means of bringing goods to Anambra State. Because 6 years ago, there was no airport. And 6 years ago, this seaport was also not functioning. The seaport was as well not functioning. But from 6 years to now, airport is there and seaport also is there. Unbelievable. This is the reason I say Obiano also did his best, but not as to compare to what Soludo has done. Because if you check my channel, I'm the one that always focus on infrastructural development. I don't know any other thing about economy and so on and so forth. No, but when it comes to infrastructure, yes. And when it comes to infrastructure, Soludo has done a lot. I have showed you a road before, which is this, that he built. But the most important thing he built here, or he did here, is not the road alone. What you are seeing is Airport Road. Look at how the road is looking. Is that not beautiful? But he built something that, I told you earlier that most of the infrastructural developments happening in Anambra State are unexpected. It's something that nobody never expected, and all of a sudden governor is building it, or the government is building it, or the federal government is doing it, just like the seaport and the second Niger bridge. Now, another surprise is what we are looking at here. This is known as Solution Fun City. This is a fun city where the kids and also the grown-up go to watch cinema, play around, and enjoy with your family, and so on and so forth. These are the things that nobody ever expected Soludo to do. Nobody was expecting something like this. And he did it in a very big form. This fun city is the biggest fun city in Nigeria. It's the largest. And I had said it on one of my videos that I have not seen any fun city as beautiful as Solution Fun City. And the people were accusing me of campaigning for Soludo. I saw those things on comment section. No, my own is just to tell you the truth of what I feel. I don't care about all those politicians. And you know what I say, that I focus my attention on infrastructural development. And why I like Soludo is, many people don't know about development. They just see development and they began to rejoice. No, I don't do my things like that. Now, for instance, see why I like Soludo and his way of development. You see this garden? Everything Soludo is doing is properly done. Just know it. Now, let me tell you how Soludo works with details. And some of these details, majority of you don't see it. But I see it, and the people who are doing it, they are also seeing it. Not every road is a road. Of course, every road is a road because somebody would use it. But what about the standard of that road? Now, let me use this as an example. What you are seeing is Solution Fun City, and Soludo constructed a road here. Okay? Now, I will give you a detail. Now, you see garden here? Properly done. Now, you see, from this garden to this wall, there is a covert here, if you can see it. Now, meaning that Soludo actually demarcated the garden from the wall. What does that mean? Red soil could be put on the garden, and then gravel drop on the wall very close, the one very close to the wall, to avoid the wall being to avoid the color of the wall to change easily. Do you understand? And see, you see covert here? Nobody's using here. This is just for gravel. Which governor would do that in Nigeria? Have you seen anybody build a wall and put something like this? If you have, tell me. In the garden, nobody's using here. This is not for road. It's nothing. Now, let me show you another detail that Soludo is doing that I like. You see here, this is a road. Now, from here to here is the major road. Now, from this yellow to this covert here is what is known as road shoulder. Now, from this road shoulder to here, between these two coverts, this center is known as pedestrian walkway. Now, you see, Soludo finished the road. He put covert here. He built walkway and put another covert here. Do you know the reason? So that the red soil from this garden will not be affecting this road here. Now, do you see another thing he did? Here, there is another covert here again in the garden. You see it? To cycle this garden. It also happened here. Many governors, when they construct road, they don't construct walkways. Soludo is not only constructing walkways. He constructs the walkway and put extra things that many Nigerians don't value. This is what development is all about. And this is why I praise him when I see his work. See again what he did here. Tell me what this road don't have. This road has pedestrian walkway, shoulder, clean road, street light, everything perfectly done. This is how every governor is supposed to work. Many governors, when they come to tie road, they don't even put this covert here. They will just come and tie the road and you walk anywhere you want, you like. They don't care. This is why I praise the man a lot. I don't know anything about government. No, I'm not the one. But when it comes to infrastructure, he is one of the best in the world. I'm telling you, when he delivers a job, I think he has someone who goes and monitor mistakes. Now, there are many other things that I don't want to say because I don't want to go to in detail. Because if I go on this place now, for example, you see this garden alone. The garden has law, and anybody who is managing this garden has understood the law. Now, the law is that the sand will go 10 centimeters below. Well, let's not talk about that one because the reason we are here is not because of it. But I'm just saying that the improvement that has happened in Anambra State in the last 6 years is mind blowing. especially in the southeast in general, because if you go to Abia State, what Alex Oti is also doing is unimaginable. You go to Enugu State, what Pitamba is doing is uncountable. Now, these people are competing among themselves. But I don't want to talk about Aba or Abia or Enugu State. My focus today is Anambra State. When I reach to talk about them, I will also give you the reason I like them or why, one thing or the other. But the infrastructural development which the Soludo is providing, they are perfect. Now, and this infrastructural development, it has also added by the federal government. Because since federal government has provided the seaport, which is a good seaport, and then not a big seaport like Lagos, okay? But for the moment, yeah, the goods can land here and be distributed. In the future, if they want to build more seaports, make it bigger. Let's see. But for the moment, you go there, you claim your goods, and the goods are landing there, and people are queuing online. This is a good news. Now, another one is this. I had talked about earlier, Second Niger Bridge. The type of infrastructure that is pumping out in Anambra State. They are not all this type of infrastructure that that some governors or federal government are giving some states. No. And this is why I'm very, very proud of what is happening in Anambra State and in Bolanda in general. Because when you see infrastructure, you see good infrastructure. These are things that makes the state proud. Who will see this and not be proud of Anambra State? Who? This is like Abuja. Some parts of Abuja are not like this. This is Anambra State. Many people live in Lagos, live in Abuja. They don't even know that the Southeast is now developing very rapidly. Because some of all these things are not in the news. If I thought they show it on the news, they show it very shabby. Nobody goes to details. Nobody will show you that Anambra State is looking like this now. Nobody. Now the kids are happy and everybody is enjoying. Now, as I told you earlier, in the last 6 years, many things have happened in Anambra State, especially when it comes to transportation, like this airport, which I had commented earlier, but also when it comes to maybe events, because what we are looking at is Oka International Conference Center. It's also booming. People are traveling to Oka to have conferences, and I hear that this is the biggest conference center in Nigeria, 10,000 capacity. This is marvelous. It's very, very marvelous. The airport also is not looking bad at all. It is very, very, very nice airport. Now, well, I have just come to show you what is happening in Igbo land right now. That containers have been sent to Onitsha. And if you have your goods, if you are living close to Delta State, Edo State, and other states in the southeast and south-south, you can actually send your goods to Onitsha and claim it right there. If you don't want to go to Lagos. But if you want to go to Lagos and queue online, where traffic jam will hold you for long, yeah, you can do that in Lagos as well, okay? So, but it is a good news hearing that the federal government have already started sending some goods to the southeast. And based on what is happening in the news right now is that Tinubu is actually doing a lot in the southeast. Not he, but the governors, working under his tenure in the southeast, they are doing well. And all of them are his friends. Like what you see here is Tinubu going to commission some project done by Soludo, and I forgot to talk about this beautiful cable bridge done by Soludo at Ekulobia. They are all unexpected projects that I never expected that Soludo would build a bridge that would look like this. But he did it. It's unbelievable. So also the Anambra International Airport, which is built by this guy, which he tried a lot. Because now Anambra people and Igbo people no more complain. You have cargo airport to send your good through airline and get it delivered here. See container and the people go there and claim electronics or whatever. Then and you still have what we know today as Onitsha Seaport. And although it is a small seaport, needs to be rebuilt. But if people continue sending their goods here, I know the federal government is going to rebuild it. It is going to be a bigger descent, but it needs to be proved that there are more goods landing here. Since more goods are landing here, believe me, you will see federal government will do something by rebuilding this place and making it looking bigger and bigger and bigger. But right now, goods are coming and people are claiming their goods, and we are happy for what is happening in the southeastern region. And this is a very, very nice development. It's a very, very nice development. Well, I will have to stop here because I think I have explained a lot. What you are seeing are children playing at the Solution 4 City. Now, there is something that I want to talk about, which if I don't have time, I may not talk about it. Now, what you are seeing here is a road. This road is about 40 kilometers or 46 kilometers, and the road is actually attached to the the Second Niger Bridge. Now, You know, federal government built second Niger bridge. The project did not stop at the second Niger bridge. You see road here, this road continue here, penetrating here, going, and the road continued, 46 kilometers. Federal road, new road. This road never existed 6 years ago. And the road is solid road. See how it is built. Now, for people who don't know how the second Niger bridge is now, is that this is the old bridge. This is the old one, which everybody knows as Onitsha Bridge. If you are coming from Delta State, when you reach here, then you divert, you are right, and you join this one. This one actually comes to this place. Continue here, and then reach here, and this is the bridge. Right now, but on this bridge, there is one problem that has just occurred. And that thing happened here. You see this place, you see here. This place is getting congested, right? Now, the congestion is happening now before this diversion. Before you could reach to the roundabout to divert, there is congestion happening here. And because of that, the Delta State government have started building a road that will make the congestion not to happen at this place. To make the congestion not to happen at this place. So they are now building another road very, very far away from here that connects directly to the Niger Bridge, which is going to connect here from this place. So if you are coming, you don't have to divert. The vehicle will you just drive your vehicle straight forward, and you don't have to divert, and there will be no congestion over there anymore. And that is a good news. That is a good news. Well, that is what we have for you today. We are just here to tell you that, to show you many things that are happening in Igbo land, and we are happy that the seaport has resumed work at Onitsha, and the loads are arriving everywhere, from anywhere around the world. You have your good and get it sent to Anambra State. It will reach Onitsha, and you receive it with an ease, no problem, no disturbance, and nothing. And their promise is that if they continue to receive more containers at Onitsha, then they will think about how to rebuild it and build a new seaport. But that will depend on the patronage. Now everything is at the hand of the Igbo men who are doing business in the southeast. The more you patronize, is the more the infrastructural development will be going to the southeast, and to create that type of big seaport that you want. So that is the end of our program today, and we just come to show you about what is happening, although we touched other things like this head bridge, and also the old bridge, and so on and so forth. But we did it in order to let you know, to show you what is within the area where the seaport is located. And the area is not looking bad, because the type of infrastructure that is within that area, they are solid infrastructure. And this is the type of infrastructure I want. You want to do something, you do one is one, you do heavy one. I don't want patchy infrastructure, no. And federal government has done a lot when it comes to Anambra State, especially this second Niger bridge. And also the road, the 46-kilometer road that is there, they are perfect, because they are new road. This road never existed 6 years ago. And now this road is one of the best roads ever to use in Anambra State, you know, to travel from Anambra to Delta State, and from there to Lagos, which is what you are looking at here. It also brings good development to the area where the road is constructed, and so on and so forth. So most of the areas where this road passed are now going to be developed because they have road very close to them. So thank you very much for watching. I know it that you've been watching Prizers TV, and our coming here has already been explained. So thank you, and see you next time.